This is a relatively short video as introduction to much larger presentation about mechanism of aging and what we can do to slow down aging, and in particular emphasize importance of the immune system rejuvenation. Okay, let's go. And okay, so again, conventional understanding of aging focuses on cellular damage and the gradual decline of physiological functions. However, a growing body of evidence suggests that the stiffening of the extracellular matrix, and this is a network of proteins and other molecules surrounding cells, plays a central role in the aging process. This is again big difference of my research and my approach to the its dominating viewpoint on aging. So extracellular matrix is a key player in aging. Okay, so what as we're aging, extracellular matrix undergoes a gradual stiffening, becomes less flexible and hindering the proper function of cells. This stiffening can compromise the ability of immune cells to reach sites of inflammation and stem cells to differentiate into new cells. And also the stiffening extracellular matrix also restricts blood flow, leading to chronic tissue hypoxia or oxygen deprivation, and this reduced oxygen availability in tissues creates a cycle of cellular damage, inflammation, and further stiffening of extracellular matrix. This is, I believe, the main cause of why we live so short, because the matrix, extracellular matrix is stiffening, and our immune system cannot do proper maintenance of our body. So let's go to chronic hypoxia. So this is a consequence of blood vessel stiffening, and what is happening, it is again leads to reduced oxygen delivery to tissues and development of chronic hypoxia. And chronic hypoxia, because mechanism of energy production in cells depends on oxygen supply, and that what is happening in mitochondria produce more reactive oxygen species. This is some radicals which damage proteins, damage membranes in the cell, and what it develops also lipid accumulation. It is a special oxidized lipid accumulation, and it is what is happening, atherosclerosis, which is again further degrade, further compromise blood flow and oxygen delivery to tissues, and then it goes to inflammation as a consequence of this oxidative stress and tissue damage, and then it is a cycle. It is further ignite stiffening of extracellular matrix, and again we are aging like exponentially increase the damage to our body, and eventually people die. So, but again, what is mainstream approach is very different from what I am doing, and then they propose epigenetic clocks to measure the aging of average age of the cells in the body, which is it has no sense, because we have stem cells in the body. Stem cells, they have almost zero age, and stem cells are supposed to multiply and replace damaged and old cells in our body, but only what we need a functioning immune system. Functioning immune system will kill dysfunctional cells, and also cells damaged by oxidative stress, and cancer cells, and also so-called senescent cells. So, and stem cells are supposed to replace these cells and continue function, and theoretically we can live forever. But what is happening again, that immune system cannot continue maintenance, but epigenetic clocks can measure average age of cells in our body, and this is again has very little connection to functional rejuvenation and functional age. But okay, this is what is available and very much promoted in mainstream research. So epigenetic clocks like Horvath's clock measure biological age by analyzing the changes in the DNA methylation pattern. These clocks offer a powerful tool to monitor aging and assess the efficiency of rejuvenation strategies. This is official viewpoint, not my point. This is what the inventors of this epigenetic clock claim. So, and again, they propose some technologies and some methods to rejuvenate. In particular, some methods certainly will work. It is like senolytic therapies. Senolytic drugs may target and eliminate senescent cells, which contribute to the age-related decline. And by removing these harmful cells, senolytics could improve tissue function and extend the lifespan. I have no objections, and I use myself intermittently use the senolytics, but again, this will slow down aging, but not reverse aging. Okay, also what we have to talk about cellular programming, it is very much popular, the weight and a lot of money go to cellular programming, and cellular programming using Yamanaka factors has shown promising results in reversing aging in animal models. But again, it is official viewpoint, not mine. I believe that it is even dangerous and cannot be used for functional rejuvenation. But nevertheless, this technique involves reprogramming or adult cells into pluripotent state. This is actually to stem cells, and this cells capable of differentiating into any cell type. So it is like artificial artificial increase in number of stem cells, and of course, if some cells are reprogrammed, then with epigenetic clock you measure epigenetic age, and then you will see like rejuvenation, but it has nothing common with functional rejuvenation, or very little actually. Also, stem cell therapy. Stem cell therapies involve introducing new healthy cells into the body to replace damaged or aging cells. Okay, and while showing promise, stem cell therapies often have limitation and are not without risk. Again, this is I believe that it is useless procedure because people inject. In some cases, it can help certainly, but it is again, it gives you some short-term benefits, but in long term, it is not working for sure. And again, my opinion is different from what people are proposing. So, practical strategies for functional rejuvenation. I base on my research on some measures and some functional age estimation, and one important marker of aging, it is blood pressure. And again, maintaining healthy blood pressure level is crucial for cardiovascular health and overall well-being. And regular exercise, a balanced diet, and stress management can help regulate blood pressure. But again, it is like blood pressure is, I consider, marker of aging. So if you measure blood pressure, it is easy to do, and then a so-called pulse pressure. Difference between systolic and diastolic blood pressure is a marker of aging. So you can use it instead of this epigenetic clock. You can use pulse pressure to estimate your age, but also you have to consider heart rate in resting heart rate and heart rate variability as additional markers. And for example, if pulse pressure should be as low as possible, and this pulse pressure give you connection, and you can calculate approximately your biological age. It depends on your what kind of group you are. Some athletes, they have very low pulse pressure, and I used to have pulse pressure 30 millimeters of mercury in my young age. Now it is 40, a little bit less than 40, 37, and I try to reduce it further. But the higher the pulse pressure, the more stress on your heart, and and it is indication of stiff blood vessels, and indication of accelerated aging. And heart rate variability can be measured. Actually, it's more difficult. And but it is possible. It is also can be a marker of aging, because the low heart rate variability is indication of some dangers, and but resting heart rate is the low resting heart rate is indication of good health. And very well trained athletes can resting heart rate below 30. Imagine, below 30. It is like for in some people who are champions of in cycling and or marathon, and they have very low heartbeat rate. In my age of 18, my heartbeat rate was about 40. Now it is about 50. So again, I try to improve and to reduce heartbeat rate. Heartbeat rate depends on the size of your heart. The more trained is your heart, the larger it, and then it is actually very good sign of your health and longevity. Also, what is important, lung capacity. Maintaining lung capacity is essential for optimal oxygen uptake and overall health. And regular aerobic exercises such as running and jogging and swimming or cycling can help to improve lung function. Again, because of stiffening of the lungs, your so-called vital lung capacity is dropping over time. And in my age, I'm 67, it has to be somewhat about 3 liters this vital lung capacity. Now I have 5.3, but in my younger age it was more than 6 liters. So I try to increase vital lung capacity. It is again, it is a measure of biological age, of the functional age, and the more elastic is the lungs, the higher the volume, this vital lung capacity. Again, the total volume of lungs is not changing. It is defined by your ribs, by your chest size. But again, over time, lungs are getting stiff, and then you cannot cannot get as much oxygen, as much air as in younger age. This is again, if you reverse it, if your lung capacity is growing, it is indication that that you're getting elasticity and you're getting rejuvenation. And also muscle strength. Muscle strength decline with age, but regular resistance training can help maintain or even increase muscle mass. To improve mobility, balance, and overall, this improves mobility, balance, and overall physical function. Again, this is important. Again, muscle size and strength are absolutely important. It's stiffening of the muscles also leads to losing of strength. And again, if you keep your muscles active, and you have to, it is a sign of your aging, and then in old age strength is dropping, but again, and mass of the muscles is dropping, so you have to do something. And resistance exercise is very useful, but you have to be careful about this, because it has to be combined with aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise improves blood flow and supply nutrients to grow muscles. So it's again, you have to put your the maximum attention to aerobic exercise, but also can do something with resistance training or maybe sport training, and there are techniques I was discussing in previous videos how to grow muscles in old age. What else? In addition to the stiffening of the extracellular matrix, we can talk about accumulation of junk inside and outside of cells. So as cells, that first is so-called lipofuscin, and as cells age, they accumulate waste products like lipofuscin. You can check the Wikipedia, what is it? And also what is happening is advanced glycation end products. It is also a wide class of this junk, and this junk materials contribute to tissue degradation and extracellular matrix stiffening. This again problem that we don't have enzymes to break down these products to nutrients and to remove them, so they accumulate inside the cells, but then these cells can die out, and then it accumulates outside the cell, and we know that also they have name accumulation of the junk has name age spots. It's in accumulation of this lipofuscin in skin. It's like a sign of aging, and it has name age spots. Oxidative stress, again, it occurs when body is unable to neutralize reactive oxygen species, which damage cells and contribute to aging. Excess of this reactive oxygen species production can be caused by various factors, including inflammation and mitochondrial dysfunction. The main reason is that blood flow, not enough oxygen supply, to hypoxia, not adequate supply of oxygen to tissues. But again, this is reactive oxygen species produced by mitochondria, and especially dangerous to rely on glucose as source of energy, because burning glucose in mitochondria produce many more reactive oxygen species than burning of fatty acids, for example. So following proper diet is important. Okay, mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria, the powerhouses of cells, are responsible for generating energy. However, mitochondrial dysfunction leads to reduced production of energy molecules, ATP, and increased production of reactive oxygen species, and it's actually a sign of accelerated aging. And this is important again, and how to reduce mitochondrial damage and how to renovate mitochondria in cells. It is very important. There are many techniques and how to do it, and like intermittent fasting and some supplements can help. Ketogenic diet, and then again, this is very important in old age. I believe that to rely on fat, on animal fat mostly, as a source of energy, and again, so this is a way to go to a ketogenic diet, and benefits of a ketogenic diet include reduced oxidative damage, because burning of fatty acids is producing less reactive oxygen species. Okay, so ketogenic diets which emphasize fat consumption and restrict carbohydrates, they promote the use of fatty acids as an energy source and reducing production of reactive oxygen species per energy molecule. Okay, this is again so much beneficial that in old age we have, I believe there is no alternative. You have to do it. Shifting to the ketogenic diet, but mind that adaptation to ketogenic diet may take a long while. It is no less than 4 months, and during this adaptation there are some side effects. So it's not easy, but I mean it's easy from viewpoint of that to adapt your diet, but to adapt to this diet and to be completely in mild ketosis takes a while. So what else is happening? It improved mitochondrial function because by reducing glucose metabolism, ketogenic diet may improve mitochondrial function, reducing oxidative stress and promising cellular health. Again, this is when you practice and when you are following ketogenic diet, you can also practice intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting can ignite autophagy. So, and to ignite autophagy, it takes only 12 hours of fasting. And if you follow the standard diet and rely on glucose, on carbohydrates as the main source of energy, then you have to you need fasting 3 days so to get to this autophagy. And autophagy is absolutely important to keep mitochondrial function and to remove damaged mitochondria and to produce new mitochondria. So it is very important for cellular health. Okay, what else? Reduced inflammation. That studies suggest that ketogenic diet may reduce inflammation, which plays a significant role in aging and age-related disease. It's obvious. So if you rely on burning of fatty acids, you produce less reactive oxygen species, and then you less damage produced to cells with this reactive oxygen species, and then you have functioning of all your body is going better, and then reduced oxidative stress leads to reduced inflammation, and it will slow down aging. What else? Strategies to enhance oxygen delivery, combat inflammation. Yeah, one way, a relatively easy way to enhance oxygen delivery, it is again, as I said, ketogenic diet, because again, they're very good to keep your blood vessels healthy and to supply energy to the body, to supply, oxygen to your tissues, and then it is very helpful because it improves oxygen delivery. And then with better oxygen delivery, it is supporting cardiovascular health because endothelium cells and glycocalyx are not damaged if you follow the ketogenic diet. Next, you can use so-called NAD plus boosters. This is again very important for cells to produce energy. NAD plus boosters, and then NAD plus level drops over time, so cells produce less energy, and NAD plus is absolutely important for energy production. But what you can do, you can use some supplements like nicotinamide, for example, nicotinic acid. In combination of these substances, I propose to use this instead of much more expensive and I think less beneficial nicotine mononucleotide, and also, oh, pardon, NMN. It is nicotine mononucleotide, and also nicotine riboside, NR. This expensive version of NAD plus boosters are promoted by official medicine. I believe this is wrong because they are not chemically stable, they are expensive, and again, a combination of nicotinamide and nicotinic acid work much better. But again, they are a little bit dangerous because they increase production of energy also in cancer cells and senescent cells. So you have to suppress activity of these cells. It can be done by combination of these boosters with melatonin and with ascorbic acid. Okay, then also you can use anti-inflammatory interventions. It is like to target chronic inflammation, and this is a key driver of aging. But inflammation can be increase in your body because if you are rejuvenating your body, then immune system activates, and you can get autoimmune reaction at least for a while. So you have to use some drugs like antihistamine to reduce this the inflammation in your body. For example, this autoimmune diseases in your body. It again, it is yet in stage of research, but you have to pay attention that is again also probably necessary. So the rejuvenating of the immune system is absolutely important. Absolutely important. So this you can reduce and suppress production of these pro-inflammatory molecules, signal molecules like SD38. You can do it with some drugs to inhibit production of these pro-inflammatory molecules. But as I said, NAD plus level of NAD plus is important. If it is dropping, then you have more pro-inflammatory molecules. So you have to use combination of nicotinic acid and nicotinamide. Then it may rejuvenate stem cells. So, and the activity of stem cells, for activity of stem cells, you need two factors. It is like they have to produce enough energy and they have to suppress production of the suppress inflammatory environment. So you have to suppress this inflammation, and antihistamines maybe also can contribute, but NAD plus it's very important part for rejuvenation. So senolytic drugs, okay. In principle, in younger age, our immune system remove senescent cells, which normally exist in our body, but if they stay too long, they produce pro-inflammatory molecules, and then it develops to chronic inflammation. But if you use senolytic drugs, or there are some other methods to remove senolytic cells from our body, then okay. But senolytic drugs can be a way, and it helps. It helps. I use it. Actually, it is not. I'm not much rely on it, but it helps. It helps. So okay. So please mind. And in my other videos, I was talking about the use of senolytic drugs. Some it is also yet in stage of research that you can activate some immune cells like natural killer cells and macrophages. You can activate it with some drugs. It is not easy. Again, it is. I didn't use it myself. It is yet in research. It is not yet clear how to use it. But again, this probably in future interesting way to rejuvenate your immune system. Okay, in total, I would say we need a holistic approach to healthy aging and a holistic approach to rejuvenation. So I believe that we have to combine all interventions, and then again, officially it is like, okay, you maybe stem cell therapies and cellular reprogramming can be combined. Personally, again, this is official viewpoint. This is expensive procedures, expensive treatments. I don't promote them at all. So instead of this, I emphasize that what we have to do, it is we have to combine many changes, lifestyle changes, like to practice ketogenic diet, regular exercise in combination of aerobic and anaerobic exercise, and monitoring health almost every week or even more often, to see the changes in your body, to see do you have rejuvenation or it is aging, so you have to make some correction to your diet and correction to your supplements, and then also to exercise. For example, When I was following a strict carnivore diet and practicing strength exercises almost every day, of 6 times, 5, 6 times a week in a gym, then what I discovered that rate of aging accelerated in my body. So I changed now to emphasizing aerobic exercise. It's the endurance exercise, but in combination with some sport and some also high intensity interval training. So it's for to grow muscles. Okay, this all supplements and ketogenic diet and exercises can help to promote functional rejuvenation and extend lifespan. Okay, this is all. This is the end of this presentation. Please download the main file, big file of presentation. It has a lot of references to scientific publications. So I do this research mostly for myself. So I don't try to adapt my research onto people with not scientists, because I am a professional scientist. I rely on scientific publications. I don't promote things which I believe wrong, like stem cells injections and like this Yamanaka factors. I believe they are absolutely wrong, and it has big dangers. But nevertheless, again, I'm not much popular, let's say, and because again it is very affordable what I propose. I see some improvements in my body, but it is yet the research has to be continued. If you want to support my research, okay, you can find in the description to this video how to contact me, how to support my research. And again, have a wonderful day. Ciao ciao.